Okay, I am back to fully tell everybody the full story of what's going on. So, just as long as everybody gets it and understands what's fully going on around here. Um, the Bernard Hopkins fight was a whitewash from round 5 to 12. Bernard won the fight, but on the official scorecards, two of the judges gave round 8 to Pascal. The only round I could have possibly gave him would have been the 12th round, and that was it. Bryson, Twitter right now. I need to be in the fantasy contest. I'm just now learning what the fantasy contest is. I've been quite busy this week as well. This is probably the last video I'm going to have a chance to really do before I get out of here. It's another trip for me, more hours. So, I got to get out here and make these sales for the holidays so I can keep putting up more videos. So I know you love them. But let's go through this questions I'm getting hit with this Manny Pacquiao requesting a drug test for Shane Mosley. I've not heard that from anybody credible. Really, I haven't. I've heard pretty much anyone else talk about it. So I don't know the gist of it. I'll ask and I'll find out and I'll report to you guys either via Twitter or I'll just message on this video here. And then we'll go from there. But what I was telling you guys and what I was trying to explain to these people who don't understand is that Manny Pacquiao has been protected his whole career. Everyone can sense that and see that. I don't want to dwell on it. But nothing they do surprises me. When he does things, people make excuses for it, and they seem to get away with it. But I don't even want to assess Manny anymore. Let's talk about Amir Khan's fight with Madanya. Madanya came out the winner in that fight pretty much because it showed Golden Boy maybe we should scale back a little bit on Amir Khan, just a bit, and let's try to bring him up a little slower. Now, they first was supposed to fight Zab Judah. That fight was already being negotiated before the results of that fight. Now that fight seems like too much of a risk, so they think about putting him in there with a smaller 140, which is Peterson. They think that they could have some sort of advantage with Peterson because he's a smaller 140. He doesn't really hit that hard at 140. So they feel that Khan should be able to look good against Peterson instead of a dangerous Zab Judah over in the UK. Now, with that being said, an offer has been made by Frank Warren for him to fight KELL BROOK. KELL BROOK is the guy who I said would dog walk Manny Pacquiao, and I still think he would dog walk Amir Khan. Frank Warren always finds a fighter that has exceptional talent that he can make a lot of money off of. And KELL BROOK just happens to be that guy. You know, KELL BROOK, for a lot of people don't know, is one of the top prospects in England. Like a lot of guys over there who fought him didn't really look good or have a lot of success with him. And as an amateur, he was embarrassing guys. He was almost moving like Prince Ahmed, you know. So over there, he was like known as like, man, they thought he was gonna be another Prince, knocking everybody out. But he's actually got some boxing skills of just staying, you know, in a conventional stance in boxing, and he pivots well, and he can cut the ring off. He will give a lot of people a problem at 147 because of his height and size, and he's filling in. I think he'll end up at 154 before his career is out, but he's got talent enough to beat Amir Khan, and you know the kid could take a punch, you know. So it'll be a great fight if it ever gets made, but I doubt they make it. I think Frank Warren just threw it out there to try to make Amir Khan look like a punk. Now let's move along to the other fights. Vic Darchinyan and Abner Mares. See, the problem with that fight was for Vic is Vic won the majority of the rounds, but Abner Mares did something that a lot of people didn't get a chance to do. He actually got to Vic's body, and that's why the low blows came. They weren't really vicious low blows, but they were low, and there were a lot of them. It was a lot more than I thought in the first fight, but it really wasn't critical like that. Like everyone think he was just really hitting him below the belt. He hit him like a couple of times good below the belt, and they took the point away. So they called everything right in that fight. It's just that Vic Darchinyan has never had his will broken in a fight. You know, Abeko bullied him as far as using his size, but he never broke Vic's will in the fight. That's why Vic never really thinks he's losing a fight. And this fight was close, but I still think Vic won it. But his will hasn't been broken, and to really beat Vic, you have to really break his will. And to do that is to just attack him and really just treat him like a punk. But he has a thunderous shot, so it's really hard for him to do, and he's always like a bull, the raging bull. So I just think they, instead of calling this fight a draw, which it should have really been called a draw, they decided to, it's a tournament, so how are you going to score that? Let's just pick a winner and move on. And that's what they did. So for everybody who was screaming, I got a lot of Iranians coming on the page, and they're pretty hot about the decision. The fight could have went either way. It was close. So I just want you guys to know that I did pick Vic to win. I did think Vic won, but a draw I think should have came in. I didn't think Mares did enough to win the fight and just say, okay, you're the winner. But I would love to see a rematch. Nonito Donaire fight, because we don't need to talk about a Abeko fight. For those who want to, I think Abeko just outlasted Johnny Perez. Perez has got to learn that this isn't a 10-round fight. It's not an 8-round fight. It's a 12-round fight. And I think Abeko just broke him down with will and just kept the pressure on him, and he folded. And I think in the Mares fight, that's what it showed. Mares brought it out in him, that his stamina issues with Perez, he couldn't make it all the way to the bell. Like he just don't have it in him to go 12 strong. And that's what happened in that fight. Abeko really just did his homework and just pressured him, and the fight was close, and then Abeko just pulled away. But let's talk about Nonito Donaire, who's the best fighter at that weight class because of the things he brings to the table. You can't gauge him because he can fight southpaw, he can fight conventional, he can get low, he can jab, he can be aggressive, he can counter. There's nothing Nonito Donaire can't do. You know, they say he don't have enough power there, but he has enough tricky shots that'll catch you and probably put you down and put you out. They blamed him for staying in a weight division too long. It's not this guy's fault he's that good. If you put him in the ring with Vic, Vic would be in big trouble. He's not going to beat Donaire. But with that being said, we're going to move on. The reason why you're seeing these Mayweather videos, because I have a lot of videos on file. You know, everybody likes the Amir Khan statement he made. I got other videos too. But, you know, these things, people think Floyd was picking him. That's not the case. There was a fan calling him, asking him about Amir Khan, and he gave an answer about Amir Khan. That's exactly what it was. It was nothing like Floyd's calling him out for a fight and don't want to fight Manny. Tell Manny, take the drug test, and you will get your fight. It's as simple as that. Sign your name on it. Don't tell the people, I want to fight. Sign your name. You know where the contract's at. Floyd's name is already on the contract. Where's your name? So if you want to take the test, call Mayweather's lawyer. Say, I'll sign the contract. It's done. Then you got to fight. Then you can say, well, I signed the contract. But until you sign the contract, what are you saying? So to the fans out there, that's your answer. Tell Manny to put it in writing, saying he gonna take the test all the way up to the fight date. But no, you're not doing that, are you? You telling Floyd just scrap the test or take the 7 days. Stupid people. Hey, I'm out. Enjoy the holidays. In case I don't make a video, I might do it on the phone because I just learned how to do that. But happy holidays to you, and go see the movie Tron, only on IMAX. You know, you can enjoy it. I guess they got a lot of 2D scenes in there, but it was pretty good. Check it out. Alright, I'm out.